Hello friends, today we're going to be making earrings using spacers in different ways than the usual spacer. Here we're using it like a link. So what you're going to need is some spacers. These are Hill Tribe spacers, flower spacers. I have some that have an unusual shape. I have chain here, different types of chain, charms, and bits and pieces of chain, that cut-offs from different necklaces. Here we have some head pins in 26 gauge. Some more spacers. These are little handmade daisy spacers. And a charm here, and some shepherd hook ear wires. And I also have some of these ear threaders and more daisies. I thought those could be interesting, used as a dangle. I have more chain here and some 26 gauge wire, and we're going to be using the bead blend from our collection called Persephone's Gifts that's available on our website. It's sold in 10-gram increments. So I'm going to add these gems to a bowl, a white bowl, so I can see them fairly well. And these are some of my favorite tools, cutters. You'll need a pair of those. You'll need a pair of rosary pliers. They have a fine tip and they are cone shaped at the end. These are for making loops. And 2 sets of pliers that are needle nose. These are bent, these are straight. Okay, let's start with these. I'm going to grab a few head pins. These are the 26 gauge head pins with a ball at the end. Now I'm going to find some crystals out of this mix that will suit. There are opals in this mix, tourmaline. Let's see, let's go with these 3 mil. Zircon in here. And to add this, maybe an pink sapphire. Sometimes I find it helpful to use the head pin like a poker. And I'm choosing different colored sapphires and zircon out of this mix, kind of in a brownish tone. Sometimes it's helpful to get them ready and loaded onto the head pin. I'm going to add these to the chain now. I think I'm going to go in a pattern where I have dangles coming down along with these little flower spacers as decoration, used vertically rather than horizontally. And then let's tuck that in. And sometimes I will smash the loops so they have a little bit of added strength, and they also look a little hammered. So, and then get the top. Also tuck in that little tail flush up against the rest of the wrap. Okay, there's one. I added that to the very bottom. This is a split ring, so you could actually open that and add more to it. I'm going to close that a little bit better, just a hair, and kind of smush it a little. I don't want it to wiggle. I've added that, and I think that these guys could look good dangling like this, like little flowers. So I'm going to get some wire. It's the 26 gauge. I'm going to cut about 1.5 inches or so. It's better to have a little bit more than not enough. And I save my ends to melt down later. You can do that with silver, but not as much. I don't bother with other metals. So I've turned that with the rosary pliers, made a loop. And you can also, if you want, you could measure out on it with a Sharpie if you want to make consistent loop sizes and use that every time. You can put a little mark or scratch one in. Add the daisy spacer to the loop and close the loop. I usually like to pinch this flat. That seems to help retain the round shape of the loop. Okay, you can hold it steady by clamping the top part of the loop and just bending it around. I'll leave that to trim. Hold it close, hold the plier cutters close, and if it's short like that, hold your finger over it so it doesn't flick anywhere. My pliers are getting a little bit dull. Then pinch the tail into the coil. Now let's attach it to the chain. I want it to hang this way, so I'm going to bend the loop facing me and then around this part. Okay, I think I'm going to put this one a little higher up on the ear threader. Maybe right here. Say. Sometimes I'll attach them and look at it to see how it hangs, and then I can adjust it if I am not happy with the placement. Maybe a little bit farther down. Let's close the loop. See about meeting the other side. of the wire. Let's see. You could make a messy wrap and go all the way and make a little nest, or you can trim it close to the same spot for a tidier, more invisible looking coil. I'm going to trim that real close, holding onto the wire, saving it for later. Make another bend for the second flower. Let's add that flower. Hold it in place and make a second twist coil wrap. This one I cut a little bit short. That'll work. Make the second loop. This one's a little smaller, used at the tip of the pliers. Give it a little bend, open it slightly. Now I'm going to put this one probably between these two pieces. Let's see how it hangs. I think I would prefer it a little higher. So let's move it up 2 more links. Okay, that looks good. Close the loop. Then flatten the end to the base wire. And flatten the loop. It's not necessary, but I like it. Let's add a few more stones. Okay, let's grab this ruby here and make another wrap. I'm going to add this larger stone, it's about a 4mm ruby, closer to the bottom area. And again, I can move it if I don't like the placement. So let's test it here. I think that's pretty good. Tuck in the end so it doesn't grab your hair. There's a champagne colored zircon. Let's hang that one in there. Like that. Went through 2 loops. And then repeat for the other side. This is a little earring, a little huggy, made with a daisy spacer added to a shepherd's hook. And you get this on here by opening up the hook and just placing it on like so. There. And then bending it into place. So to get this, you'll need to get about 6 inches of 26 gauge wire or 28 gauge wire, whatever you have that will fit your beads. Take your wire and bend it through, push it through the spacer and leave a small tail to tuck in. And then wrap through, holding it close, and put the other side through. This is to anchor it. Okay, now pick up a small bead. Let's see, let's grab one of these tiny little tanzanites. This is a good use for the smallest beads in this bead blend. Okay, bend that, hold it in place, and then the wire through, holding that tight with your finger. And then I do a little bend right there. I pull it, and I'm pushing the spot on the back. Okay, then grab another bead. Holding it in place. Feed the wire through. And I pinch them into place as I move along, settling them in between